So back to 1986 for arguably the greatest game of footy ever played, and one I was lucky enough to be a part of. It's East v West, the Big V and the Sandgropers.
Well, it looks as though Danaher's possibly going to start at centre-half forward, although Dermot Brereton warming up in that region.
Waterson's just come off the ground, I notice, and Ellis is going on now.
He's in a real hurry, too, to get out to that position. Here's the bounce of the ball then to start the game. Keane and Madden go to it. It's a good, high, straight bounce. Hit out one by Madden. It comes down nicely to a Victorian. I think that was Ruse and Mullane, in fact, it was. Onto his boot, down towards half forward. Punch clear by Lester Smith. It goes to Lamb for Western Australia, down towards the outer side, half forward flank. Bouncing ball now out in front of a West Australian player. The ball close to the boundary line now. Soccer attempt. In goes Alvin, but it's over the line for a boundary throw in. They go high. It comes to ground. Madden's there. In goes Mullane. Can't come away with the ball. Pack of players form. Taken by Waitman. He tries to handball clear. In goes Baker to pick it up onto the left boot. Down towards half forward.
That was deft enough as the ball came to Rioli. Rioli too far out to score. Long kick towards the square. Peake.
Oh, yes. And that's the sort of marks that Brian Peake's been taking this year, Lou. Not noted really for his overhead work, but here's the high kick coming in. And just uses his body enough to keep his opponent away. Not a tall player, but that was a very, very fine, strong mark.
Brian Peake only 2 metres out. A deft touch from Buckenara. And the ball found this man who finds the goal. So Western Australia 1-2, Victoria 2 behinds.
It'll be the two big fellas, and he's doing well, Keane, against Madden. The ball picked up by Mitchell, showing a lot of pace. As they go for Narkle, he's at centre-half forward, goes for a pass to Ripper. And does Peake look dangerous down there at the moment? They're going to do something with Kennedy because he's letting him get away.
What a pass.
And the crowd are going mad about Peake because he's already kicked one goal. He's got a big chance to put his second on the board because he's only about 30 metres out from goal on a very slight angle.
Well, he should.
And he's a confidence player. He's only got to get another goal, and I'd say he could finish up with 6 or 7 quite easily in this match today.
Well, yes, he got a chance to make it 2 anyway.
There it is on its way. There's no doubt about that. Another goal to Western Australia.
Cool, the defensive side of right centre wing. Goes for distance, down towards half forward. The target is Madden, working his way to the front. Out there was Harding. No mark taken. It comes to Williams. Williams gets it wide. Taken on the outer side then by Buse. Buse feeds it into Royal. Royal now with time. Shocking kick into the forward line. Brilliantly gathered on the half volley by Waitman. Out it comes to Alvin. 25 metres out. Draws a man over the top. Brereton. Brereton 5 metres out and closing. Pops it through.
Geelong.
Well, he's the leading league goal kicker at the moment.
Yep.
Bounce down back in the centre. Play restarting with Keane winning it wide of the pack. Keane gets another attempt and moves the ball to Buckenara. Buckenara fires the ball into the path of Peake, and Peake has taken the mark. What a superb
That's 15 metres, I'd suggest.
15 metres.
In fact, that's the way it is.
No.
I reckon Peake's played a sensational game. He kicked 3 goals in that first quarter. He's leading beautifully, Eric.
Not a bad pass in from Buckenara, though, either. Really.
Yeah, but you've got to make the lead, haven't you?
Sure you do.
They're making space for him too, aren't they?
That's
To run into. There goes the Brian Peake kick. His 4th goal is on the board. He goes short to Rioli. Yards in the clear as McNish down the ground. That's the direction the kick takes. McNish drifting in, takes the mark. Over-committed was Mullane. The hand pass comes across to Baker. Baker goes to right half forward. Buckenara. Peake is dropping back for him. Peake yards in the clear. Will the ball carry? Bounces awkwardly. Peake controls it. Goal number 5. Will it bounce?
Yes!
It's in.
What a performance Peake's putting up at the moment.
9 goals to 7 at half-time. But this one was about to set the footy world on fire. Just a lazy 25 goals after the main break, setting up one of the great grandstand finishes.
Keane and Madden to do the ruck work. The bounce favours Madden. He wins it down. It's taken there by Morwood. The hand pass not a particularly good one. And that was a blatant push in the back to Royal, as you saw.
That, was there?
No. Well, if you're going to have free kicks, they take all the controversy out as Royal plays on, drives down towards half forward at the fall of the ball. WA well represented, but Brereton, kickless in the second term, comes across the face of the pack and takes a very strong mark. Dermot Brereton too far out to score, goes down towards the right full forward pocket, ill-directed, and Lester Smith is made to work for that mark. Brian Taylor rather crude.
Still working for it.
Yeah, it's almost a submission hold.
A chance for Madden. Grabs that one. It's not a good kick. It'll come out. Oh, there's nearly a free kick to Victoria, but it's picked up by Buckenara. Coming into the game since about halfway through the second quarter. Rioli with a beautiful hand pass. Coming over now to Mitchell. Up it goes towards Peake. He's got the sit here. He's going to let this go. Good play on the part of Peake. Magnificent play. Oh, gosh, they're running well now. A 22-point lead.
He certainly can jump. Intended for Blackwell, knocked away by Healy, who does well on the ground. Brereton soccers off the ground. Dunnerwood's half forward for Victoria. He sets Salmon a task, who's coming down to meet the ball. Well played, big fellow. Gets it across to Royal. Royal 50 metres out. There's a vacant goal square. Pulls it across to Morwood by hand. Morwood brilliantly onto Taylor. It's fitting that Royal will finish it off. Goal to Victoria.
Half forward, chance for Morwood to get clear, 50 metres out. A hand pass coming over to Royal. Royal, he copped a heavy bump from Miles, but rode that beautifully as he fires it up towards the goals. Alvin's got a chance here.
Whoa.
He's got it. That was a gutsy mark. You can hear him coming. The stampede at the back of you there, and you've got to stand your ground, and he did that. That was a great mark.
I'll tell you what, Brereton was a bit belated going for this mark. Watch this again. Brereton comes over the top, and I don't think he's much concerned about the ball. Down goes Glendinning, and Brereton, I think, was after Glendinning with intent there. Following it through, he landed on him with a knee drop in that forward pocket. But Alvin's got the ball, and that's the only thing concerning both sides at the moment. Alvin, left full forward pocket. He's normally a defender, but he shows he can kick goals. 90 minutes gone, and it's 12-6 to 10-10. Victoria creep closer.
Wilson again. Now he's called play, and I reckon that was just about a mark. The crowd thinking the same too, but the umpire said, go on, fellas, play on. A hand pass coming out to Healy. He's out there on the centre wing position. Drives the ball over the Victorian half-forward line. Brereton flies. It's punched out. Domenico scoops it in nicely. There's a chance now for Royal to mark again. He's got it. And Royal would be about 35 metres out from goal directly in front. No doubt Victoria's best player. Decides to have a little chop. He was hurried, but he's got it through for a goal. So the Vics are coming back again. 11 points the difference between these two sides in favour of Western Australia. Knocked out by Madden. Bad bounce. This allows Victoria to go further forward through Royal. Played a great game and a beautiful pass. And Brereton's got it about 30 metres out from goal. So the Vics really bouncing back.
Most unfortunate bounce there. Dean Lately
Yes.
did the right thing, and the ball
Went the wrong way.
just went not much you can do about that, Lou.
Certainly not, Eric. We're waiting now on Brereton to kick this goal to make the difference 5 points and give Victoria a real chance, because they're coming home with a pretty strong breeze. I think they call it the Fremantle Doctor, don't they?
This one's coming from the other way, mate.
It's coming the other way tonight, is it? I don't know much
This is the
about
Melbourne
it.
Doctor.
It's the, what is it? The
Melbourne Doctor.
Okay.
You'd lose us the America's Cup, Lou.
Okay, the difference now only 5 points, 106 in favour of Western Australia. They were 106 to Victoria, 101. And we're about 7 minutes into this last quarter. So Victoria have got a chance to hit the front, but they've got to win by 20 or more than 25 points. Now I'd say about 35 points to win the championship. That's a quick estimate, of course, of the figures. Centre bounce again. 5 points the difference. Madden knocks the ball out. Not a good one. A fumble that time. It comes back to Williams. He's got it. Can't get out. He finally gets it out to Domenico. A long kick over the half-forward line. Brereton.
Oh.
Well, this
Good
fella,
mark.
as I said before, once he lets himself go, he can win a game within 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, he's done nothing for 2 quarters, but he's already kicked the goal at the beginning of the last, and from 45 metres out dead in front, he could put Victoria in front for the first time since the early moments of the game.
That was a marvellous mark, wasn't it?
Indeed.
Brereton steers through another one. That's his third, and Victoria lead it 16-11 to 16-10.
Well, the crowd going mad, but it's a West Australian umpire that gave the decision.
Healy along the grandstand side. The leaper was Miles. Brereton the better judgment. Over the top to Waitman. Trouble for Western Australia. Waitman settles 40 metres out. Stabs goalward. Goal umpire does not move.
Grabs that there at full-back, goes wide. Domenico and Davidson, they clash. That'll be against the umpire paying the advantage. Wills, we see Narkle streak away from his opponent. Over it goes now to McNish. Back to Narkle again. Over to Buckenara. Out there at half-forward. A long shot. Peake's got the sit here. Kennedy coming at the back. The ball's pushed down. Peake again. A snap and goal. He's got it through. A great bit of play on the part of Peake. That's goal number 7 to Peake. What a performance this guy's put up here today. A great performance by the West Australian champ, and that was magnificent play.
And what a beautiful kick into, though, by Buckenara. Up goes Pete. The ball hits the deck. Again, his strength. And well shepherded there to a part two by Rioli. And that allowed Pete to get his left foot to the ball. And still this game is alive.
Grabbed by Lester Smith. So the West Australians take the ball away from the danger zone. There's plenty of them out there as Hardy walked. Beautifully got away from Taylor. Left him for dead. Over it goes now to Nark. This little fella's played a great little game too as the ball goes out wide. A chance for Wilson. He's got it. He'll go for a hand pass. Back it goes to Buckenara. Always dangered. Over to Rioli. They got a chance to score a short pass and a mark. It'll be a mark there to Baker. And the crowd are really jumping here at Subiaco. No doubt about that. What a game we've seen.
Well, when you see football of this calibre, no one of these State of Origin games have really captured the States by storm. This has been quite spectacular on the level of the others that have been preceding it over the years.
3 points the difference, and West Australia have hit the front. And don't you know it here at Subiaco? Listen to them roar. What a performance both sides have put up here today. Full marks. It's been a spectacular game. Here we go again, and the West Australian crowd getting right behind them. 40,000 of them. You can hear them roaring from all over Australia, I should imagine. Ball pushed on by Keane, still doing a magnificent job. Keane again. He puts it down to Davidson. Did he get one in the back? Yes, the umpire thought so.
That's 15 metres.
15-metre penalty gives him a chance to drive it deep into attack because it brings him up to centre-half forward.
Only one Victorians in their half, Lou. They're all in defence.
He's got the long punch, punched out by, picked up by Buckenara. Snap! It's going to the goal.
It's a goal.
Put him in front. Oh,
he's got it.
Hit the front and look at Buckenara. Oh, what a game this is. The crowd, it's unbelievable here today. That's 5 goals to Buckenara. They're in front by 3 points, and Victoria have got time to bounce back. Can they do it?
Well, that's the snap from Buckenara. It hung in the heavens for ever so long. And the Victorian defence racing back, and there's McNish pleading for the umpire to say that's a goal.
Someone's loose in the opposite pocket. I don't suggest that at this stage. Miles, grandstand side, big pack into the air. Western Australia got to get it close to the boundary. Williams, very clever hand pass. Kennedy left the ball behind. Kennedy is claimed now by Baker. Williams in the thick of things. Glendinning falls on the ball, and there's going to be a ball up.
Just on the 34-minute mark, still on Victoria's.
There it is.
The siren. They've won at West Australia. The final scores, West Australia 21 goals 11, 137 to Victoria, 20 goals 14, 134 in Leicester. This crowd, they're really whooping it up here today.